Hello and welcome to this video in the Python tutorial video series. In this video, you're gonna learn more about variables as well as assignment expressions. So first, let's start with recapping. So in the last video, we talked about variables and how to name them, and basically variables are place in the memory where we can store data. And to initialize and instantiate a variable, you need first to give it a name. So let's let's say username, and then we use the equal sign, and then we give it value. So let's say Lucas. So basically, we we store this variable which is of type string. We store it in a memory location which is named username, and this is called an assignment expression because we use the equal sign and we assign this string to this variable name. And here this string is called a constant. So basically we discussed that we talked about the different primitive data types in Python, and we said that we have four main primitive types, which are strings, integers, floating point numbers, and boolean. And all these data types, if we use them separately, these are called constants. So for example, Lucas here is a constant, and user ID, for example, equal 2018 or 2015. This is an integer and it's constant. We've also mentioned in the last video that the name of the variable should be unique and descriptive, and we mentioned also that the name of the variable shouldn't be the same as some reserved word for Python, and here is a list of the reserved words. Now let's talk about different operators in Python. So we mainly have 6 operators. We have the addition, subtraction, the minus sign, multiplication. We also have division, which is represented by a forward slash. We have power, which is double asterisk, and then we have remainders. And mainly, I think the others are familiar with most of you. Maybe the two new is maybe the power and the remainder. So basically, remainder is when you divide some number to another number, and this number is not multiple of the second number, you will have some remainder, and this will be given by the percentage sign. And the power is how many times are we multiplying the base. Okay, so for example, if we have 2 to the power 3, this is equal to 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, now let's talk about the order of operations and the order of like which has more priority when we have compound expression. So for example, let's say we have this expression x equal to 5 plus 6 times 7 and plus or times 10 plus 5. Okay, now here we have, as in math, we have some preferences in the operation, and so some operators have priority over the others. And in Python, as in the math, we have first the parentheses, then the power, then the multiplication, then the addition or subtraction, then the left to right. So basically, in this expression, first we have parentheses, Then we have multiplication. Since we have two multiplications, we will start from left to right. And then we have the addition. Okay. Now we have an important aspect also in Python, which is the type of the operands. So, for example, in the addition, we have two types of addition. We have the concatenation and the normal addition. So the normal addition is used when we have the operands are numbers, and the other one, the concatenation, is used when the operands are strings. So let's give an example. So here x should be a number, so let's print it x here. It's 635. Okay, let's let's just comment this one for now and leave it as 7. Okay, and now let's use let's initialize y equal to 6 and a string equal to hello. Now if we want to add x to y to x, we use this, and this is a normal addition. So you see here it's 13, 7 plus 6. However, if we want to add uh, the a string to a number, this will give us an error. You see, and this is because you can't add two operands which are of different types. And to see the type of each one, you can use the command type. So let's say type st should give us string class str, which is string. And if we say, let's leave this to be a float, we say y, it should give us type float. Okay. And of course we can add float to an integer. This is normal. They are both numbers. But however, if we want to add or to add a number to a string and place it either at the beginning of the string or at the end of the string, you can use something called casting or type conversion, and this will transform the addition to concatenation. So let's say st plus x, for example, this will give us an error. However, if we use type conversion, and this is done by using the command in, and oh yes, of course, it's in, so we need to transform it to string, and here we have it's working. And yes, of course, we can do it with the floating point as well. You see, it's working now. It didn't give us errors. So that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next video.